Look who pulled up for a catch-up. It's really here from 947 Afternoons. And if you're here, it means you've got taste. Go ahead, enjoy the moment you missed. But don't ghost me. Weekdays, 12 to 3 p.m. on 947. I'm loud and way more fun in real time. And yeah, there's more audio magic waiting for you right here on Prime Media Plus.
You're listening to
Mo Flava on 947.
It's easier to deal with someone you know really, really well because you know what they like and you know what their vibe is, and it's therefore also easier to gift them because you have a sense of their character and their personality. But I find that with kids it's very different, and every time my kids get invited to kids' birthday parties, we're always trying to figure out like what we're going to get the friend. I mean, short of the friend saying, no, this is what I want for my birthday, which makes life so much easier, like it does actually become a bit of a thing. So, as the year keeps, moving on and we get deeper and deeper into the year, those birthday invitations just come in thick and fast. And I'm just wondering if a gift for a child is really meant to be this complicated. For instance, some people are just like, you know what, we're just going to pop some cash into an envelope and Bob's your uncle. That's the gift for your friend. Some are like, no, let's get something a little bit more thoughtful. What kind of person is she or he, whatever. And then there you are to the crazy store to get the gift. And then some are like, no, we're going to make something. Make something for your friend at home, maybe a necklace or whatever, and then boom, there you go. In fact, I remember one of my daughter's friends did exactly that. She made, I think it was a necklace or a bracelet or something, and it was a meaningful, very thoughtful gift, also very beautiful. But yeah, it's quite a thing, isn't it? So if you've been in that scenario where you've had to, buy a kid's gift for their birthday, whether it's your kid's friend or relative, cousin, whatever the story may be, are you mindful of how you gift them? And what are some of those things that you factor in terms of your mindfulness? Is it about the cost? Is it about the type of gift? Is it about, the ease, the effort, and is it okay to just ask what that child actually wants?
947.
We've done both, where we've given the kid money and sometimes we've given the kid a gift. It just depends. It depends on time. Let me put it that way. Did we have time to buy the gift? So, when the kids get invited to a birthday party and, we have to figure out what to get, sometimes it's like, let's just give them money because we don't have time to get a gift. And I often wonder, look, a gift is a gift, but sometimes I think it's interesting to just maybe kind of get a sense of how these gifts are received. As in, is money always well received if it's a gift for a kid, right? The other thing is, the age of the child. So if it's a toddler, for instance, or a child that still uses toys, trust me, we're not getting a toy that's above 300 Rand. You know why? Because toys, don't last, right? And these kids outgrow them really quickly. So, they're going to use it for a really short while and then boom. So you've spent 2,000 Rand on a toy for a gift that somebody's only going to use for 2 minutes. Aye. But as they get older, I think, you can get a little bit more meaningful as far as the quality of gift. So how do you decide how to gift a child when your child has been invited to a birthday party and expected to provide a gift?
Hi Mo. When it's my child's friends, she usually suggests what to buy because she knows what they like. When it's my friends' children or relatives' children, I usually ask the parents what the child is into at that moment, and I try and get something along those lines or exactly what it is that they like. So yeah, I'm always guided by the parents or my daughter in terms of her friends.
Yeah, and then they said, no, we want a PlayStation 5. Then what are you going to do about that? Because then enters the whole idea of the cost factor, which for some people is a thing to say, no, man, a gift doesn't have to be expensive. It's just got to be meaningful. So, how do you go about deciding what to get for a child's birthday present? And the whole debate around money versus an actual item? Is that a thing for you? Because I know for some it's like, no, money, it's a total no. It's a total no to be giving a child money in jail. When in actual fact, you could be doing a little bit more to get a gift that is some sort of item, something that they can use.
947.
Look, I'm not one of those controlling parents. So if my child is having a birthday, like one of my kids is celebrating their birthday this weekend, I'm not going to tell you what to get them. I don't want to ruin the surprise. And I also don't want to control that because I think it ruins the art of gifting. Listen, this is not a wedding. This is not a baby shower. It's a kid's birthday, for heaven's sake. So, use your imagination. So I'm not controlling. And I have no issues being told what to get your kid if it's their birthday. But, I mean, let's just kind of keep that element of surprise. So when it comes to kids' birthday parties, your little one is invited. What is your game plan as far as what you take into account when you get that gift for the other kid? Obviously, you're working in hand with your child, etc. That's fine. And if you're on the receiving end and it's your child's birthday, are you one of those parents who are controlling over what gift it should be?
I'm a Flava. So what happens is I used to ask parents for ideas until this one time I got an idea where I had to buy something which was quite pricey, and I thought, I'm never doing it. I go with trends. I also get to ask my daughter. I mean, she would know her friends better than me, but I don't ask parents anymore because it will go over budget and you don't want to spend too much on a gift. But I try to buy something I think the kid will love that is affordable to me as well as a parent. But sometimes asking parents for suggestions, they'll ask you to buy a Barbie house for their child, and that's like very expensive. So I don't ask parents anymore for gift ideas, really.
Not to mention the fact that those Barbie houses will only be used once or twice, and then that's about it.
Call me lazy, but I give cash. And depending on how close we are the person, the value increases, because I hate giving something to someone that I've tried really hard and then the kids don't play with it, or they come up with 5 of the same options.
Damn.
And generally kids have these big ideas. So let's just say it's a PS5. If everyone gives 300 or 500 in cash, the kid can purchase it themselves. So I feel lazy, but I feel I'm on a winning formula.
Yeah, it's being practical. You're right about kids not using the toys, eh? I mean, I was just talking about, the lifespan of interest. But that's one thing, but them not using it at all is another. And it happens. It happens. Now, you may or may not know about it, but I know for a fact that it happens. There are toys that my kids have received and they never used it once. And I thought to myself, shame, man, but why are you not using this thing? So it happens because they're kids. And, we're not going to be judgy-wudgy about it. But I think the point is that a simple act of gifting can be quite complicated. So perhaps there are a couple of parameters that have been set from this conversation, like don't ask the parents because they'll get excited. So just use your own intuition. And if all else fails, hit the ATM and the rest.
You're listening to
Mo Flava on 947.